Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's our Sunday Fun Day live. Hi guys. So, got a few things that I want to talk about today. So, I think this time I want to start with something maybe a little bit serious because hey Julie, I found something in our in the in the news here in Nashville that kind of upset me, and I want to show it to you. So let's start off with that because I really want to see what you guys think of this. So let me share the screen real quick, and I want to show it to you guys. And I'm gonna play this for you. Hold on, it's trying to show a stupid ad. I hate when it does that. Okay, here we go.
Posting a President Trump meme is now free.
Yeah, of course, this comes one day after an exclusive News Channel 5 investigation raised questions about this case. Thanks for being with us. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. We shared that story last night right here at 6, and now prosecutors dropped those charges against Larry Busart today as our chief investigative reporter Phil Williams was continuing to dig up new information.
This all went down suddenly today in Perry County, southeast of Nashville. Local radio station WOPC was there when Busart walked out of jail after 37 days behind bars.
How do you feel right now?
Thanks to all and any supporters out there, and very happy to be going home. I didn't seek to be a media sensation, but here we are. But yeah, that's about all I can say right now.
Now, Phil, you spoke to Mr. Busart's wife shortly after those charges were dropped. What did she have to say?
Yeah, that's right. She was on her way from her home in Lexington to pick up her husband at the Perry County Jail, and needless to say, she was ecstatic. She says she believes it was our interview with Perry County Sheriff Nick Weems that changed everything. That's the meme that he posted, correct?
That looks like it, except this part was blurred out, the face.
This is the meme at the center of the controversy. A quote from Donald Trump, "We have to get over it," which the image notes was what the president said about the Perry High School mass shooting one day after, a reference to a tragedy in Perry, Iowa. But Larry Busart was arrested last month and locked up on a $2 million bond after some in the community somehow claimed it was a threat to shoot up Perry County High School.
That led people to believe in our county that he's talking about Perry County High School, because it doesn't say Iowa either.
But you also knew this was an existing meme that was already out there on the internet.
Correct.
And so it's clear he's not talking about Perry County
Yes.
High School.
We knew.
Exactly.
The public did not know.
Sheriff
Yes,
Weems
he
had
did.
also told us that Perry County asked local police in Busart's hometown of Lexington to go talk to him, let him know the fear his post was causing, and ask him to take it down, and that Busart had refused.
You know, parents just want to send their kids to school without being afraid that they'll get shot. I mean, what kind of person does that? What kind of person just says he don't care?
Is there a Mr. Larry that lives here?
It is.
I had spoken with a Perry County investigator. They wanted me to come.
Well, I want to know what kind of person, what kind of free country is going to arrest somebody over a meme. Over a meme.
Speak with him about something.
Okay.
But News Channel 5 Investigates had just obtained this video from that encounter a few hours before Busart's arrest, and the Lexington police officer seemed to have no idea why a Perry County investigator had asked police to pay a visit to the progressive Facebook warrior.
He had just called me and said that there was some concerning posts that were made on
Facebook.
On Facebook, yes, sir.
And they sent you guys.
They did. They wanted me to come make contact with you and let you know that they may be in contact with you and see if you still live here. I don't know exactly what they're referring to.
Oh, I knew. Charlie Kirk.
Well, I don't know.
Busart had posted the meme to suggest people were more
Look, guys, that's the meme he was arrested for. That was the meme.
concerned about Charlie Kirk's murder than they were about school shootings. But the video shows the officer never mentioned any concerns about a school.
They said that something was insinuating violence.
No, it wasn't.
And like I said,
I'm not going to take it down. Go look.
I don't care. This ain't got nothing to do with me.
You got that rolling. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Busart's wife told me she planned to take her husband out for a nice dinner tonight since he's been eating jail food for the last 37 days.
37
Unfortunately,
days.
because of all of this, he has lost his job as a medical driver. This is probably not the last we're going to hear of this story.
Any reaction from Sheriff Weems on all of this today?
You know, nothing official yet, but listen, you have to hand it to him because I asked him to sit down and answer my questions. He certainly didn't have to, you know, but we ended up in a situation with a result that a lot of people are now applauding.
Exactly.
I don't know, guys. I'm just not applauding it. I'm just not applauding it. In my opinion, I'm upset about it. I'm upset about it because how can somebody, he lost his livelihood. He lost all of that over that meme. Did you guys see anything in that meme that looked like he was threatening anyone? That was not a threatening meme. I've seen worse, haven't you? That is just weird to me. I was pretty upset about that, and I couldn't believe whenever I saw that. And just because he didn't show support, but yet we're supposed to still live in a free country. But he goes to jail for 37 days. And did you hear how much his bond was? What was it? $2 million bond? A $2 million bond for a Facebook meme. I mean, what is this world coming to when you can't have differing opinions? We should all be able to have, yes, Highland Girl, I totally agree. Freedom of speech. That is huge. That's what makes us different, is that we're supposed to be able to have freedom of speech, and that's freedom of speech. He did not say one thing that was intimidating. He did not say anything that was that was going to harm anybody. He just asked, why can't we get support for our schools because of how many school, shootings there are? Why can't we? And I think it's sad. And I just wanted to bring that to your attention because I think there's more and more of that stuff that's going on than what we even realize. And I think it's sad. Because I am going to, let's see here. I want to remove that thing. I'm going to put the link in the chat just in case anybody wants to come up. How are you guys doing on this cold day? It is freezing. It is freezing here in Nashville. I don't even think it has even hit 50 degrees. And I just wanted to kind of open up with that and kind of put that on your radar because I think there's so much stuff that's going on in the world right now that there's no way possible that we can see everything. And, oh gosh. Highland Girl, you're in Scotland. It's cold there too. Julie's in Louisville. Oh gosh, you're not too far away from me. It is so cold here. I went over to the Southern Thrift. Have y'all know there's nobody out today? There's nobody out today. It seems like everybody is kind of staying away from stores. People are staying away from everything. San Diego here, not cold. I love San Diego. I wish I had the heat right now. We're freezing right now. It's like, and it's kind of drizzling here too. So It's really cold. Cold. So yeah, went to Southern Thrift. Not many people are out. Even the roads are just. I went to Sizzle. I have gone to San Diego one time, and I went over to Mexico, and I didn't know you had to have a passport whenever I went. And they had just passed that law. That's how many years ago it was. And whenever I went over there trying to get back in, we were so scared that they were going to put us in immigration or something. We were really scared. But I loved it there. But have you guys, there's so much stuff going on right now. Have y'all seen the eating videos of Gypsy? Have you seen her eating with her mouth wide open? I had to watch that yesterday, and then her sticking out her tongue with all that black on there. I was so disgusted. I was just so disgusted. It was so nasty. But oh, gross. Let me see. Justin Shades. Julie, that was just so disgusting. It was just so gross to me. And then we had Gypsy on a over 2 hour live yesterday. She has her baby just, I guess, running amok. She's not even looking to see what her baby's doing. And then she has her baby actually touching a fireplace. I mean, I know it's not real fire, but why would you do that? Hey, Drew. I just could not believe all the crazy stuff that is going on. Guys, Rake's Funny Farm. My mother would like pop us on the back of the head and tell us, don't you be eating with your mouth shut, with your mouth open. We would get in so much trouble for doing that. But in my opinion, that shows that she has a problem with her palate. She cannot eat correctly. And if you remember, do you guys remember whenever they ordered those cookies? It was her and Ken, and she was like, making all those smacking and making all those noises. And do you remember that Ken just was like looking at her, and she said, "Oh, am I bothering you?" And he was just so straight, "Yeah, stop." I mean, yes, Julie, we would have been dismissed from the table if I ever acted like that, smacked on food. Hey, Ollie me, baby. Hey. But I just could not believe that. Her just talking with her. I don't see how anybody would even want to go eat with her. That was just disgusting to me. So tell me, what's going on I was looking for something else because there's so much stuff that's going on in the verse. Now, Wanda Arnold, let me tell you, she has no manners whatsoever. It was so disgusting. Oh my gosh. Yes, I cannot stand that. It was just horrible. And then let me see. I want to see if I can pull this other one because I had got this. I've really got this little thing I want you guys to see. So I'm going to see if I can't get it on my computer because it is. There it comes. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can name it. Let's see. It's not letting me do it. Hold on. Oh, I think it's going to let me do it. All right, let's see. I want to play this little clip here. I want you guys to watch this because I got this earlier and I wanted to show it to you guys. Let's see. Oh boy, here we go. Mm-hmm. Here we go. She pulls my hair. Now, guys, what I want you to do is I want you to watch it again and look at the baby's hands. I want you guys to look at the baby's hands. Let's see. Come on, play it again. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Okay, so let's see if you can see it. Here we go. Look at the baby. Look how little. The hands look funny to me. Especially on the other side. Look. Pulls my hair. Now, guys, did you not think that the hands look funny? That was, hey, Kane and Edna. But didn't that look, did you guys see that? Did that not look a little weird to you? And she was pulling on her, and you could tell. I didn't get all of the little thing, but you could tell that Gypsy was kind of getting mad at Sheena. She was getting mad. Hey, Anna. Because Sheena said, "Oh, she's gonna pull that wig off," and she didn't like that one bit. But it makes you wonder. This is what I'm thinking. Does Gypsy every morning just get up and put that wig on? So maybe the baby's not used to Gypsy wearing a wig, if there is a baby. I don't know. At this point, we do something strange with it. Kane, why? I wonder how much she spent for that nose job, for it to be growing back. Why wouldn't she actually get it fixed right? Instead, it just looks just horrible. And did you guys see the picture of, let me see if I can find the picture. Let me see. Did you guys see the picture of, I'm going to look and see if I can find it, of Ken and her? Did you guys see it? Here it is. I think this is it. Now, I want to show you guys this picture again. Look at his face in this picture. Does that not look like that same pic? Does his whole face, his whole smile, everything looks just like when they were sitting on the couch? Does that not look like it to you? It just, his face, he looks like he's got the same expressions and everything from when he was sitting on the couch. And she took that picture of him. It just doesn't look right. And look at his shoulders. Look at his shoulders. It's just really, it's really strange. And why does he, and you ever notice when he puts his arm around her, he's like hugging her like they're just buddies. They're just buddies. They're just friends. Hey, DGAF podcast. But don't you think that looks strange to you? And then what is Gypsy wearing? She doesn't even match. That to me is weird. And then you've got this, that don't look like her baby. That was the size for a 0 to 6 months. And you stuffed a 10-month-old baby in a 0 to 6 months. So fake. So weird. I can't remember, Aunt Edna. I can't remember if it had a separate hat. The milk, yes, Drew. That is so right. That's what I was thinking. Look at those mitts. Look at her pants and her shirt. They don't match at all. I mean, that is just horrible. And with that lopsided wig on, that's just weird to me. I don't know. Pinocchio syndrome. And Justin Shades is just right. Look, she spent all that money on her costumes, and only thing is that shrimp costume. That's the only thing out of all that money she spent. That was it. Just weird in my opinion. Yes, Anna, it is a shrimp costume. And supposedly Ken is supposed to be Forrest Gump for the second year in a row. Supposedly. Yeah, she may have took it back and got her money back. But I heard somebody talking this morning about it. And I can't remember. I think it might have been Toddy talking about it. How much she wastes money. And what if I was Ken, I would really be mad. I'm working 66 hours a week, supposedly, and you are wasting my money on this. I'm working this hard for this. Oh, this is what she said about that, Justin Shade. She said that that night was about her baby and Ken. I would think it would be about, hey, Ziggy, I just thought it would all be about them as a family was supposed to go. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. Green face paint. Green face paint and a hat was all she needed. That is so funny. I don't know. I just think it's awfully strange. I believe that too. I believe that she does keep her head shaved to wear her wigs too. I totally believe that. And you're right, Drew. I thought it would be about the whole family. I really did too. I didn't think it would be. But if you guys remember, I think it was Valentine's Day. Do y'all remember that? Whenever Ken said something about how Aurora was his Valentine, and it really made her mad. It really made her mad. Hey, Butter Biscuit Love. I mean, all of this is just really strange. I just don't think Ken could make it on a ship or on a boat. I just really don't think so. Because you got to think, that's some hard work there. And I would think, I just don't think that he could, I don't think he could handle it. She has to get attention. Yes, yes, yes. She has to have the whole attention. If you watched any of that live that she was on yesterday, and I tell you who had a, let me see. I'm going to see if I can find it real quick because you guys need to see this. This was really good because straight out of context had a really good video about the live from yesterday. And I'm telling you, it was really just strange. I want to find it. I want to play a little bit for you guys. But go over there to straight out of context. Hold on. I'm going to share my screen here in just a minute. Because I want to show you some of this stuff. Let's see. I'm going to show you some of her video real quick. Here we go.
Epitome of narcissism. It is absolutely so fascinating to see somebody so what she's interested in.
We're all some badasses. All right, let me put the cookies in now.
Hey, Bunny.
No, we're not letting anybody out. Sorry.
Yeah, they keep spamming the chat. Yes.
Yeah.
Like I explained before, everybody, so many people want up that it's not fair to let some up and not others.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard could not pay enough money to get people to care, to want to be associated with her. And what crazy reality do they think it's a flex to be on her TikTok live panel? What kind of fucking military social experiment or matrix is this?
And also, it's a safety issue because, like, in Bree's live, someone got up there and hollered out some really ugly things to get the live shut down. So it's also for security. But
She don't give no fucks about no security.
She
She's been out for almost
doesn't.
2 years and ain't.
But hold on, I want to find that part. I'm trying to find the part where, is this it? Hold on.
Take the attention back on her
This is it.
baby, which is very giving possession, deedy, possessiveness, owning, control.
I don't think people realize until they see you in person just how tiny you really are. And so when you're holding her, you can really see how tiny you are.
No.
Now she's animated. Now she's enthusiastic. Now she's engaged. Because not only are they placating and kissing her ass about how tiny she is, because she's only 4'11", they're talking about her baby. Do you see how quickly that light switch flicks in her own brain? She does not give a fuck about none of these people on TikTok. She would cut them off tomorrow and not give two fucks. They're only there to gas her up physically, emotionally, mentally, and on social media. So,
See, guys, and that is so true. That is so true. She does not care about any of them. And through that whole live, anytime anybody was talking about anything else, you know what she would do? She would. Sheena was trying to talk to her, and she was rolling her eyes at Sheena. Barbara Annis just has her number. I'm telling you. Hey, stink butt potato. But let me tell you, she has got her number. Every time anything would switch, and they were talking about somebody that was in the chat, or if Sheena was talking about herself, Gypsy would look down and she'd be like, I'm bored. And she actually said that. She said, I'm bored. What? She was more worried about them talking about her, because that was the biggest thing, was for them to talk about her, because she has got to be the center of attention. But you're right, Julie, you're right. She was actually, where did Julie's comment go? She was actually ignoring Sheena. She was ignoring her. So this is what I think. What's going to happen? What's gonna happen is if when, because it's not gonna be if, it's gonna be when. What's gonna happen when Gypsy actually ignores Sheena and cuts Sheena off? Hey, Coy. What's going to happen then? Because we know who Sheena is. We know Sheena will dox you. Sheena will just dox anything about you, and she doesn't care. Tiffany, you're right. What baby goes to sleep at 6:30? 6:37 precisely. I think this is what I think on that. Do you guys remember? This was back a few years ago. There was this new kind of way they did stuff, and they were putting this all over like YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and they would put these babies. They would put a blanket down and put the baby like right in the middle of the blanket. That baby wasn't supposed to move or anything. And then they would go and put the baby like in the bed between 6 and 7 and just let them cry it out. Just let them cry it out. They didn't go to see I just never agreed with anything like that. When my child was small, I kept her up especially if I didn't have to work the next day. I kept my child up as long as I was because I wanted them to sleep. I wanted them to sleep late. That is just, I don't know. The whole thing is weird. But I think something's gonna happen. And especially around Big Sheena. And once she throws Big Sheena out, the gloves are gonna be off. And I think it's gonna happen. It's so funny that you're not hearing very much from Bree anymore. Have you guys noticed that? You're not hearing very much from Bree. Hey, Bib. I just find that because now instead of Bree being her, no, let me tell you, Butter Biscuit. This is what she said yesterday in Dinner Live. She said that she would not let the baby have any of the cookie. She couldn't have a bite of the cookie, but she could have the frosting because the cookie had too much sugar in it. I promise you, that's what she said. Yeah, Bree's somewhere out there. I don't know. Something weird has been going on with Bree. Like I said, she's not being the outspoken one lately. It's been all Big Sheena. I don't know what's going on. It's just all just weird. It's almost like a change in the guard or something. And now Big Sheena's up there being the big talker. Well, she said something about she wanted her to eat she would let her eat the frosting, but not the cookie because the cookie has too much sugar in it. And I'm thinking, but isn't icing filled with sugar? I mean, that's at least that's what I thought, didn't you? You know what? I think you're right. I never thought about that. And Edna, that I never thought about that, but you probably do have a point. Have you noticed you can go through a lot of that night, and the more you talk to people, the more you can get out of the case. You never get the whole picture the first time. It's almost like every time you go through it, there's something else that you find. And I think, but you know, the sad thing about it is I don't think that we'll ever know the truth. I don't think the truth will ever come out. Yeah, it's all pieces. It's all pieces. It's almost like a jigsaw puzzle. It's almost like a jigsaw puzzle that you have to kind of put it together. But what I think the funniest thing is, if she would have came out and maybe done a couple of different interviews, maybe wrote a book, and then went and sat down somewhere, I don't think anybody, none of us would have done the digging. None of us would have dug the way we are. Hey, Bopper, I think that Bree, I think she needs some help because we heard her, was it last week? I heard something in a straw. I heard something. It just sounded to me like it was something no good that she forgot to mute herself. So the whole thing is just really weird. All of it's just really strange. And I hope that when Bailey Sarian, I hope she is doing her research, and I hope she lets it all out. Yes, Tiffany, she's been falling asleep on live. She's just, I think poor Bree needs some help. I think Bree needs some help, and she has been going downhill for a long time. And, I seen that. I also seen some pictures or some video of Ryan nodding out too. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but I have seen that. And I tell you, on that video when Ryan said something about Gypsy should be drug tested, I think that was telling. I think he knows something because we all know that he's still in contact with her. We know. That's just a fact. And it's really sad. And what scared me during that whole video of her being live yesterday for over 2 hours and wasn't paying one bit of attention to that baby. That baby could have been anywhere doing anything. Every lie, I cannot stand Ryan at all. Ryan, I'm done with him. I used to feel sorry for him. I knew he was a weirdo, but I just can't stand him. Ryan is a liar. Ryan is just making all kind of money on, oh, come and get a cameo. Come get a cameo. Buy yourself a cameo for your birthday. What? You're having surgery? Send yourself a cameo. You're like, what? That is just strange to me. But it makes you wonder. To me, there's got to be something there. Because if Ryan knew something, if he knew something, why hasn't he came out with it yet? Why hasn't he come out with it yet? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, I heard that too. Something about Bree's husband. Yeah, I heard that too. That happened a few months ago. I heard that too. I sure did. I just can't stand. I know, I've seen that, but I don't see how Ryan will ever be able to work with kids ever again. I just don't. I don't see how he'll ever be able to work with them again. He's a grifter, and he's just riding off the coattails. But I wonder if he's not making more than Gypsy right now. Because on that live yesterday, Gypsy actually said, well, I got to go make 10 cameos. You're like, what? That is just crazy. That's just crazy for me just to even think of. I mean, just crazy. I don't get it. But I almost bet you that Gypsy has something more on Ryan. I can almost bet you. Because if you read in some of those emails, Gypsy makes sure that you tell her some deep, dark secrets. That way she'll always have something that she can hold over your head. I really do. But guys, I I have got to get going. I got to give the chihuahuas a bath while the sun is still up because it's too cold at night to give them a bath. Got to get going. I love each and every one of you guys, and have a great week this week. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.